What is the deal? What up, y'all? Hey man, it's been a while. You know, we've been having our ins and outs. If y'all know the city, y'all know how we do. We went through this storm again. We went through everything, but we right back to these topics. Listen, we're doing it on a Saturday. I know that's weird to y'all because we either do it on a Friday or a Sunday, but we're doing it on a Saturday. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. We're gonna talk about Klay and Meg. We're gonna talk about some things that's going down. We're just gonna give you a bunch of life, and we're gonna give you the itch and the giggles about it. But as always, take care of yourself and others. It was so crazy. And we got to talking about Klay, and I forgot everything else. But that's all right. We're gonna talk about it right now. Let's go. That was a real slow groove right there, man. I gotta respect the slow groove. But again, this is the issue we talk. You know who I am. I am Lily. I am the host of this podcast. Um, I am the person that just gives the witty banter, but I'm also with the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles, the lady that pushes all of the content. Without her, it would not be no me. You would not know any of me on the interweb. So let's give a round of applause for my cousin, my friend, and my co-host, Lindsay.
Hey, what's going on?
She's also the producer. I didn't say that, but she's definitely the producer. But anyway, what is going on with you? How's your health? How's your wealth? What's going on with you, Lindsay, my dog?
I'm good. How are you?
You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I'll keep it totally real with you, and I'll keep it totally real with the audience. I've been going through it,
Mm,
and it's not no bad thing. It is just one of those things where you know how life changes, so you have to change too.
mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes the emperor has to put on new clothes, and I'm just not ready to put on those new clothes yet.
I get that. I get that. But sometimes it's always a fashion statement to put on those new clothes.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
Yeah. So just have to wear those new clothes and wear them well.
You said a lot right there. You got to put on those new clothes and you got to put on them well. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn. It's like put on these clothes and put on these clothes well.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it though. You got it though. I believe in you.
I appreciate that. Like
Yeah, of course.
a lot. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, are you ready to get into these topics?
Yeah, let's get into these topics. We got some topics to talk about. So let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right. So, wait, hold on. Oh, wow. This was a really good tattoo. This tattoo looks lifelike. But yeah, so I'm gonna send it to you. But anywho,
Like what are we doing right now?
you're I know right? I know you know how you get distracted that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anywho, so first up, you know, let's go ahead and talk about the haters. So, uh, the R&B tour, the Raymond and Brown tour, officially went on sale this past week,
Yeah.
and the tickets are insane. The ticket prices, I should say, are insane. But people are buying them, and they added 4 extra shows to accommodate the demand, right? Um, but there's a whole lot of haters, a whole lot of haters. Like these people, like live and breathe to hate Chris Brown, and I don't understand why you want to spend so much of your time and energy to hate somebody that you never met, you know. But especially when the person that he violated has forgiven him and they have moved on in their respective lives. But it's neither here nor there.
You know, before you go there, and like I will stop, and not only stopping you like on anything else, because I don't want to downplay you or anything, but I really do say this, and I've said this before on this podcast. Um, l- let's just get into like the gumption of it. Um, how can I say this without being politically incorrect? But no,
Might as well.
I'm gonna just say what I say. Um, everybody wants to shoot down Chris Brown for what he did in that situation with Rihanna, and
Mm-hmm.
no one ever, 100% ever talks about what Rihanna said to this man. And I know 100 because I'm gonna have my people come down on me for saying this, but I'm gonna keep it 100. What did that? What did Rihanna say to him to make him be on that type of time? But whatever she said to him got him to wherever that situation was, and that situation is done with to the point where she is totally forgiving him. And you know why she totally forgiving him? Because she started that disrespectful shit. Just to be quite honest. I've said this on the podcast. I'm like, she might have been like, what punk pussy can't push leg? Like I've said, I've said this 100 times. You can't tell a dancer that they can't push a blade. You, you can't tell a dancer at all that they can't push a leg. That's gonna give you a straight right jab. But
Right.
hey, I'll leave it alone like that. But what I'm saying is, we shouldn't even be trying to delegate what's going on in a situation that happened way back then when he has totally established himself as one of the marquee R&B artists to this day. Like we can't downplay Chris Brown at all, nor can we say that after that situation happened, he didn't continue to make hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
No pun included. Like I'm like like real shit, like R&B
Yeah.
chart shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I I can't disagree. I can't disagree. Um because despite the people that won't let it the fuck go, he has persevered, So he just came up off of a sold out stadium tour by itself. With opening acts, of course, but yeah, practically by itself. He did 3 hours alone. you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And that's not even including the opening acts. Like that's hard to do with like 2 breaks, like 2 minute, 5 minute, or yeah, two 5 minute pee breaks, like pee and water breaks. That's it.
I think
So Yeah.
This is a man that can honestly like do a backflip and a front flip in the middle of a performance and still continuously give you the best song that you ever heard in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like so,
Still be
like
on pitch, on key. He don't even run into the flips. He just flip.
exactly. Like he goes in there like how can I breathe with no and then flip and
Right.
then like and still say air at the same time.
Right,
Like
right, right. It don't
like
even feel like don't even sound like he needed air.
like this is what we talking about. Like
Right.
why are we at this point in his life?
Yeah.
Why are we trying to still say, "Oh, nah, you used to do this and you used to do that"? Like, if I've said this before plenty of times, but I'll say it right now.
Uh-huh.
If you are not, if you don't think that people can change and be the best version of them, then I can't believe you when you say you don't do crack no more. Like, like literally, like,
I
and
mean,
I'm not
but
trying to
you got
be
a
that crack.
point.
And I'm not trying to shoot nobody down. I just want to tell people the honest to God truth about what it is to be a human being. You are
Yeah.
going through flaws and you're going to go through trials and tribulations. That doesn't mean that you can't be the best person in the world when it comes to making yourself better.
Yeah. Yeah.
If people don't see that, if people always want to bring up old shit,
Right.
then I can always say that I won't follow you then,
Yeah.
druggie.
And that's the crazy part about it because everybody else can recover and everybody else can move past their indiscretions. Like when you see Robert Downey Jr., you don't think of his arrest, you don't think of his addiction, you think of Iron Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if he can do that, why can't Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's crazy to me. But Tohi is watching all the way from the DR, from the Dominican Republic. She says, "Hey, Ish Talkers. Hey, Tohi. I hope you're having
What
an
up, Zoe?
amazing time, and I hope that you are making more videos." Because she sent me a video yesterday of her room, and when I tell you, I was hollering. I was hollering. I'm like, I need more videos like that.
So I'm
So,
going to say this. I will ask you, Toy, just to be quite fair, because I know my dad and I love my dad. But I don't really know my dad like that. Start sending us pictures of niggas that look like me, because I've been telling people
oh,
for
they're
a
there.
long time
Yeah.
that these niggas look like us.
Yeah.
And everybody been playing like that. Y'all, you don't know what you talking about. Wah, 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 wah,
No,
wah, wah.
no, I saw it firsthand. I went to the DR back in 2019. That was the reason why I have my passport, even though I was out of the country before then. But nonetheless, yes, they look just like us until they open their mouth, and all
Exactly.
the Spanish flags fly out.
That's it. It's the language.
Yeah.
It's
But
the
they
language.
literally look just like us.
I say it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
and in my travels,
No,
I
she
always tell people like, nah. The reason why I really fuck with why I be telling people like I really fuck with Latinos and I really do that is because in my travels, I realized these niggas look just like us. They just instead of saying it like me, they be like, "Hey, my friend," blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I get it. I don't speak that though."
right, right, right. So he says, "Girl, I only got that one in me." I'm taking pictures though, and yes, it's like when I went to Colombia, nothing but black and brown people. Yeah, yeah.
So
Um,
why are we always fighting? And it ain't got nothing to do with Toy. That's just the world. I tell the world, stop
yeah,
fighting.
it's
We
it's them.
all
It's not us.
yeah. It's
It's
just
them. Yeah, yeah. So
why
they,
we always fighting. We don't have to fight. We don't have to do none of
mm,
that extra.
yeah, yeah. I see. I'm with whatever they own. If they don't fuck with us, then we don't fuck with each other. So,
And
but
that's
yeah,
cool.
it's
And,
them inside us because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they're black.
and they do it all the time. I remember the first time I ever seen a Dominican, and I was like, it was so weird because when I met him, nigga was black as my motherfucking like super black. And he was
Mhm.
like, "Oh no, 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 no! I don't do that." I was like, "What?" And it
Right.
threw me off because it was like the only thing that differentiates you from everybody that I grew up with is you speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
It's
It's
like,
so
oh
funny
no,
because that's
oh
how
no,
it
no,
is
no,
with a
no.
lot
I'm
of
no, I'm no black. I know black. I know black. I said,
yeah.
man, are you crazy? I'm like, man, you black as shit.
Right. You look at him and be like, man, whatever, nigga, like, and just move on. Like ain't nobody got time for your foolishness.
Yeah,
But
it threw me completely the fuck off. I was like, what?
I noticed that when with the 2015 Royals team, because the majority of them, because that was the year we won the World Series or whatever, and the majority of them is not us, but they us, if that makes sense. But
Mm-hmm.
you can never tell unless they open their mouth. You know, hair nappier than us, darker than us, but open their mouth and you hear the Spanish mariachi band.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why you love individuals like Ortiz. Where Ortiz be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all black over here, like,
Hmm.
and people get mad when he say it, and he like, nah, we all black over here for real.
Yeah. 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 But you know, that ain't got nothing to do with Chris Brown.
Nah,
Chris
it ain't
Brown
got
is
nothing to do
actually
with that.
black. Like he's a black American. He's an FBA.
He's
So
so white though.
his
He's so
name
light
is
skinned.
Brown.
He's so light skinned, but that's the thing. It's like, and I, you know,
Yeah.
he's so light skinned. People expect him to go a certain way, and they get mad when he don't. And I think that's
Mhm.
why people hate on him so much.
Yeah. 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 It's a whole thing piece of hell. It's a whole college semester class to try to dissect Chris Brown, you know. But yeah, so he chose well, you know, first off, shout out to him because he just welcomed his fourth child with his partner. So shout out to him and congratulations. But he chose to take a moment from bonding with his child to address the haters. And he said, and I quote, the funniest and the weirdest shit ever to me is the fact that people have the option to come to our tour and the option not to. I know everyone is a fan of me and Usher will definitely be in the building and it will be packed just like last year. But I'm scrolling through Insta and TikTok and I come across rage bait pages and or these fake woke stand-ups for nothing pages bashing people for wanting to come have a good time. The dudes hating, I understand that, thinking we gonna steal they girl and shit. But the Karens and the self-hating hoes be making me laugh. I can't wait to rub that shit in y'all face. So yeah. And he put that to the song CeeLo Green, Fuck You.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at him either. You know, that's the most, you know, diplomatic way to address the haters, I feel.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That it. You can't be mad at a person that says, at the end of the day, you don't have to spend money on me. People were spending money on me.
yeah. And they're spending good money. They're spending good money on
Yeah,
him and Chris Brown, or him and Usher rather. And I just don't understand like why after it's been 17 years, give it a rest. Obviously, You can make think pieces till the cows come home, but why waste your energy on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does your hate have to be this tough? And then the killer part about it is that, like, people that hate him, excuse me, I'm willing to bet majority of them still listen to his music. I've seen people who every time you talk about Chris Brown, you have to bring up his charges, you have to bring up the indiscretions, you have to bring up all types of stuff, right? But then in the same breath, you also say, I still listen to him. What's the point? At when it gets to that, what's the point?
Right.
I just don't get it. Because you're obviously not here to ruin his career because you enjoy him. So what's the point of literally, like, it can be Chris Brown gave $1 million to the Boys and Girls Club. They're gonna bring up the Rihanna incident. I don't understand what the two have to do with one another. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? Chris Brown donated a church to a impoverished town. That church got raided, or you know what I'm saying, or burnt down by the Ku Klux Klan, and they're gonna bring up the Rihanna charge. Like, I don't understand.
excuse me. So my thing in a nutshell is, it's just people always want their piece of the pie, and because they can't get a piece of the pie from a Chris Brown, they're always gonna have the hate. And when I say this humbly. The industry is always going to always have like this shroud over Chris Brown, and the reason why is because he was able to get out of his situations unplayed, like 100%. Nobody, as much as people want to talk about that shit, like he doesn't have no type of like Discord where people are trying to make a dissertation about how bad Chris Brown is. At the same time, Chris Brown has been able to make hit after hit after hit after hit without even needing the construct of our industry,
Yeah.
and they don't like that, and so they're always going to try to bring up that shit. Like when it's all said and done, if Chris Brown sells 10 million tickets, they're gonna have a documentary on how bad Chris Brown is. That
Hmm.
just it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Because the industry don't like him. And the industry don't like him because of the person that said, puss ass nigga can't shake leg. It just is what it is. And he knows that. That's why he moves like he moves. And I
Yeah.
don't think people really understand that. Like, and let's just break it down so like most people can understand it, where we're coming from. Just imagine your baby daddy is one of the most lyrical dudes in your city,
Hmm.
but you are well known in your city. Like everybody knows you. I ain't saying you screwed everybody or any of that. I'm just saying you just well known in your city. Your baby daddy is also well known in your city, but you know it profits you more to say that this man is abusive instead of saying like, yeah, we got into it and I said some things I shouldn't have said, or I did some things I shouldn't have did. And this man not putting his hands on me, but told me, hey man, chill the fuck out. I'm gonna make it seem like, oh, I'm the victim in this.
Hmm.
I really do. I like, as much as I am a Rihanna fan, I do know at the end of the day, like that wasn't what it was. Like, and I think everybody else knows too, but they just won't admit it. I will admit it. It was not what it was. It was not what you think it was. We can have the pictures, we can have all that. Yeah, she's gonna have scars on her face, because I'm gonna have scars on my face too. This lady
Yeah.
dog shit out of me.
Yeah. And that's funny. Like we always go, they always want to revert back to the pictures of Rihanna, but nobody talks about if there are any pictures of Chris Brown.
They totally covered it up. But I can guarantee you, and you okay, this is just my opinion, and this is just my say so. Um, that has nothing to do with the ish we talk. I'm just saying, it ain't no way in the world if I'm around this motherfucker dancing my ass off, and I get punk pussy king shake leg and punch me in the face. If I don't at least hold her down, then I just ain't like I just ain't no man at this point. I ain't saying I'm about to beat her, but like hold her down. Like, hold on, man, what the fuck you talking about?
Lord,
And
you
she
gonna
kicked
die on
me.
that hill? That's what she said.
Like this is allegation, but I'm saying again, it has to be because like I just don't see, and maybe I'm tripping, but I just don't see Chris Brown spazzing out on Rihanna because she said, "Bitch ass nigga, you ain't got a hit." He know he got a hit. He
Yeah,
been having a hit since he was a kid,
right.
way before Rihanna. I could see him spazzing out if she said, "Punk puss can't shake leg." That nigga dances.
Yeah, like
That's gonna be a problem for that nigga.
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't
I
saying he
mean,
gonna beat her for that, but I'm saying he gonna be like, man, fuck you talking about, and she gonna beat the shit out of him. And and the reason why I say that is because women. I grew up. Shit, cuz I grew up with a bunch. All of my sisters are older than me. They beat the shit out of dudes. Niggas don't want to fight because they don't want to go to jail. They just let this shit happen. I'll push you off of me, do whatever. In the mix of that, yeah, you gonna get scratched up. Something's gonna happen to you because I'm trying to get you to fuck up off of me.
yeah,
I'm not saying that she didn't go unscathed, but I'm saying I do, and I'll stand on this to my dying grave. Man, shit. She was like, man, I'll beat your ass. And he was like, nah, you ain't gonna do it. And she was like, punk pussy can't shake legs. And he was like, fuck you talking about? And
what
it
you
got
say
into a
about my
real
mama?
fucking, it got into a real problem.
All right, just get out. I don't want no trouble. Just get out.
Yeah, you thought she said that. She
Right.
said, punk puss can't shake leg. And Chris Brown was like, bitch, what you talking about? Bitch, I'm a dancer.
Right.
Punk puss can't shake leg. And all of a sudden it just escalated to a problem that she ended up unscathed and he has to go through this shit for years and years and years.
Yeah. That's the part that sucks about all this. Like after 17 years, we are still talking about this, and people are still bringing it up. Same people that still listen to his music. This is crazy. It's crazy. But you know, shout out to Usher and Chris Brown. Because when I tell you, I was on Ticketmaster yesterday. Like, damn, these is almost sold out, and they are paying the money. And then when I tell you them tickets is high, they is high,
Yeah.
and they paying it. So shout out to them, and they're worth it. I've seen both of them, more than once. They're worth it. So shout out to them.
Hey,
Um,
you gotta tell Chris Brown he can't shake leg. That nigga shake leg. That nigga know how to shake leg.
You
That
know how
nigga
to
can
shake a
do a
leg.
full. He can do a full black flip with no hezzy.
Right.
That
He
nigga
gonna
can
shake
just
a
go
leg.
out there and he can do this shit, and he be talking to niggas and be like, "Hey, hey, hey," and then just do a whole backflip.
Right, right.
This man knows how to shake leg. If a nigga can do a backflip out of no rehearsal, that nigga can do every fucking dance you ever thought of in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. He gonna shake a leg and Usher gonna shake a tail feather and we're gonna be thoroughly entertained. But
But
yeah.
Brianna said, "Punk puss can't shake leg. Punk puss can't shake." Yeah, shit. If I'm a dancer, that's gonna get you choked out too. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna just be quite honest. I know it sounds crazy, but this is the honest to God truth. If I'm a dancer, tell me punk puss can't shake leg, and watch my reaction.
Like what? So yeah, so that is Chris Brown. So the next thing is the annual correspondence dinner with what they are calling an assassination attempt.
Yeah,
Um the young man, yeah, the failed. Well, no, it was a failed assassination, but it was an assassination attempt. So, yeah, so the young man that uh I guess let his gun off, he is in custody and they are charging him with attempted assassination of the president. But
they need to let that man go.
you know, it does to me, it doesn't give assassination. Like I've seen videos, um, it just doesn't give assassination.
Yeah, they need to let that man go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just be fair. They need to let that man go.
So why do you say let him go?
I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not trying to shoot the president. I'm in the mix of danger. Like, how can I say this to make y'all as Americans really understand? Um, there, Washington is a dangerous place, and I'm not saying it's like super dangerous. Like, oh my god, like I can't bring my kids here. But like the same way I will say how my hood works is the same way that anybody's hood works. Certain shit just happen. I ain't I if I gotta shoot at a nigga, I'm not giving a fuck that a nigga's doing a concert right down the street. I just gotta at this point, this nigga is threatening my family, so I gotta make sure my family good. I ain't got shit to do with what's going on down the street. I got shit to do with what's going on right the fuck now. Like, I don't really believe that, you know what I'm saying, this was an assassination attempt. Like, especially in Chocolate City. In Chocolate City, this shit is gonna happen.
So what you think, it was a drive-by?
No, I don't think it was a drive-by. I think it was a situation where a nigga got into it with a nigga and he opened space. And then what
Yeah.
happened when he opened space is everybody vacated, which y'all supposed to do.
What I think, which everything is alleged. I think it was I have a couple of theories. One, I think it was completely fake. And then two, I think that it was several people that were in on it that from the inside. Because when you look at the videos and stuff, the fact that they rushed JD Vance out and they let Trump just sit there chilling, And then when it was time to get him out, they let him fall. Like it took them a minute to get him up out that mud.
I'm
You know?
just saying, you let him. This man is not capable of like running. So like, I
But
don't
he
know
didn't
if they
have to
let
run.
him fall.
I feel like when it's something like that, especially because they have had they have had attempts on presidents' lives in the past that were successful. I feel like
That's true.
when it gets to that and somebody is tripping or something like that, you got to pick that motherfucker up. Like at this point, you not even walking no more. Like we can't trust you to walk. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get you up out of here. Like get you, and they're there. Like he tripped. He's two steps in. He trips and falls. I think they tripped him. I think they tripped him. I think he was on the ground, and they waited for him to get his bearings back and everything. Like it was no urgency at all. But with JD Vance, they damn near shook him to get him
Yeah,
about.
they got this goofy ass up out of there. They was like, man,
Yeah,
get your goofy ass up out of here.
right. Like motherfucker, let's go. Like they was on that type of time with JD Vance, but they let Trump finish his drink. They let him finish that steak, and then they was like, "Whenever you ready, sir." Like that's how it felt.
So for the
he,
for
he
the
was, he
viewers,
was
that's
still
not what
ordering shit
happened
and
for
everything
real.
during it. Like, what are we doing? I'm being
But they
facetious.
did hesitate. If it
Yeah.
was me, I would just been like, grab his legs, get him the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like let's go, you know. Then I heard, now I didn't see this for myself, but I did hear that like people out in the audience, they was like getting up under tables and shit like that, and there was like one person that was there that was still eating their food, looking around like what's going on.
Yeah, that'd have been me.
So
I
it
ain't
just,
even gonna lie, that'd have
wasn't
been
no
me. Cause I
urgency.
know ain't nobody trying to shoot me. Like I'm
Yeah,
used
it
to
right.
smoking
Like I
cigarettes.
ain't do nothing to nobody. I just came, you know, so that I ain't the one, you know. Like it just wasn't no urgency about
Yeah,
it. So
they'd have been
I
mad
think,
at me. I'd have been the dude that's eating the iceberg salad
yeah, like
by itself while everybody's in melee.
yeah, like it's weird. It's weird. And then when you go online, and then there was like one person that was like literally on stage with a freaking movie camera because that was just too good of a camera for it to be a phone. And I got the iPhone 17 and it was better than my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just filming everything and he's talking about it at the same time. And it was like a movie camera. It was too good of a camera for it to have been a phone. Like, huh?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it like this just it just seemed fake to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was very staged, allegedly, you know. But yeah. So Tohi says, guess I'm not going. She's talking about the R&B tour. She says, guess I'm not going, although I really, really, really wanted to. It's cool though. I guess I'll live. I guess you're gonna be buying them at the last minute because you know at the very last minute, if they still got tickets available, they be trying to get them off for the low. So if you don't want to pay full price, she also says, "Child, it was a hoe. It was a hoe. Why people trying to shoot this nigga and keep missing? I mean, no target practice at all." She also says all the people that have made attempts at assassinating a president with no missing, and this night keep and this nigga keeps getting missed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Like he
Nobody's
staged
trying
and
to
missed. I'm
assassinate
like,
Trump.
what is going on? Like I'm not that person that wishes it on him, but in the same breath, if you're gonna do it, why is it that it continually is a situation where he keeps, like he'll get his ear nicked, quote unquote, or you completely miss him altogether, and he be in situations where he can get murked. So it's like I think it's all fake. I don't think nobody's really trying to do it.
And you're not lying at that. Nobody's trying to kill Trump.
Right. Like,
Nobody in the world, and I will say this again, nobody in the world is trying to assassinate Trump.
yeah. It don't make sense.
One is this is big business. I so I don't want to be that kind with anybody who was listening to us on this podcast. But I will say this. It is a real gosh darn reason why we have been saying the same thing over and over again. And most podcasts have been saying the same thing over and over again. It is all about who is buttering your bread. And at this point, it has nothing to do with who is rich, who is poor. It has everything to do with who is buttering your bread, because those are the people that they panhandle to. It has nothing to do with anything else but who is buttering your bread. Like, people act like because of Trump doing all it, because he did a bunch of bullshit growing up. Like, if we think about Trump from the 80s to now,
Yeah.
like, we can just say this. Trump bankrupted himself, went through a lot of racial shit. He did everything he had to do, and then he branded his name in the 90s. And then in the 2000s, he super branded his name with having a TV show. And then he turned around and became your president in the 2020s. Not only the 2020s, the 2010s. We are not gonna act like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
This man is thinking business. He looks at the USA as a business,
Yeah.
not as people.
Yeah.
So
It's
why
about
are we
business and
even?
it's about power.
Because what is business? Business is power.
Yep.
You know, and that's what it is. At the end of the day, business is power. So why are we even acting like? Because everybody wants to fight now. We told y'all to keep. That's why I love black people so much, and I will say this on this podcast, and I will end it. I love black people so much because we told y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Stop doing that, because everybody was like, "Oh well, we just gotta hire the devil that we used to." Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. We kept saying it. And everybody, everybody knows my political accent. Like, I didn't think Kamala was gonna make anything.
Lord, Kamala.
Kamala. I told y'all that though. I told y'all. Like, Kamala, whatever you want to say, I told y'all. I said, you know why? Because this is a business to them. And
Yeah.
I told y'all that. Everybody wanted to be that guy. And then what happened? We filed into big business.
Yep.
So I ain't saying I was right. I'm just saying I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's what it is, I guess. So yeah, we will see how this turns out, because they had homeboy face down kissing the floor. That is such a weird photo to me.
He'll be all right. He'll
Yeah,
be all right.
he got no choice. He ain't got no choice. But yeah, so that is you know, the attempt, if you that's what you want to call it. But it's the play. It's the dramatic play that instead of being on Broadway, it was on Pennsylvania Ave. I don't
He's having an emotional disturbance. He's gonna end up, you know, and let's say, and I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but he probably ends up like doing like maybe a couple years in a mental institution. He won't go to jail.
know. They they gonna I mean they're gonna have to put him in jail. They're gonna have to put him in prison. But will he serve a lot of time? No, because it was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go to jail for.
yeah,
I
but he
don't
gonna
think
be
he's gonna
set
go to
for life.
jail out.
He gonna be set for life. I tell you
Yeah,
that.
he good.
Yeah,
He
but
good. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I just and we'll move on from that. If somebody says I'll give you $10 million to just say um Trump ain't this, Trump ain't that, bop bop bop, and then go to some place and act like you gonna brandish your weapon. Nobody's gonna shoot you because they know you already there. So they ain't gonna shoot you. But you gotta brandish the weapon. I'll do all that to make sure my family cool.
yeah, I don't think you're alone in that. To be honest. You know what I'm saying? All I got to do is go sit down for a couple years, and y'all gonna put me in minimum security and all that. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
do
think
all
you'll
that.
be alone in that.
Yeah, I'll do all that and I'll stand on it.
Right, right. And
I'll be in
you'll
prison
live a
fighting like a
comfortable life
bitch.
from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna make sure that you straight, and that way you ain't got to worry about people being funny, like trying to hire you when you get out of jail and all that type of shit. Because you ain't gonna need no job for real because you're gonna be straight. So yeah, I don't think, like I said, I don't think you'll be alone in that. But yeah, so um that's that. So next up is Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. They have broken up. Um and we know this because Megan decided to take to social media and let us know that they have broken up. Um And also with this post, she also alluded to infidelity within their situation. And she said she's going to take a break. Now, we all know that, well, I don't know if we all know this, but a lot of us know that she was in the midst of doing a run on Broadway in Moulin Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up counseling the rest of her time there. And that was right after she was shown to be very emotional at curtain call. Um, and so, what it looked like to me was that she was very emotional because they were giving her a whole lot of praise for her performance at the end of the show. So, but people want to automatically say that it's because of the breakup that she was emotional, but what ifs. So, there's been a whole lot of discourse in regards to this. And Meg is another person that is vilified in the media um by a lot of men. A lot of men can't stand the ground that she walks on. It doesn't matter what this lady do, she can't do no right. You know, people get mad when she's in a relationship. People get mad when she's out of a relationship. People get mad when she's successful. People get mad when she's unsuccessful. Like people are just mad at Megan. Megan, all she try to do is just live her life like it's golden, and because she's a public figure, and she dates people that are public figures as well. Whether she told us or not, we're gonna find out. So she's really not that much different than a lot of other people in regards to like body counts and stuff.
Mm,
But because we
mm.
know everybody that she's dating, and we don't know everybody that she's smashing, but because we don't know if she smashed everybody. But because we know a handful of folks, we want to automatically make her a hoe. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah,
Mm.
it's just wild to me that a lot of people are really upset at Megan for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I mean, I feel bad for her because, like I said, it doesn't matter what she does, she's always getting criticized. You know, um, I had a bit of a discourse with somebody in regards to this situation because they were asking why are they announcing it, or and I just basically was like, well, the relationship was public, so
Yeah,
the
and she publicly said that they were over.
yeah, but no, they were saying why announce that you're over, and I'm like, the relationship was public, so you pretty much are taking the salaciousness of somebody cheating out of the media's hands when you announce that your public relationship has ended. Because if they didn't announce that they were done and we were to see Klay out publicly with another person, that would be extremely salacious. TMZ, Hollywood Unlocked, the Shade Room, all these people will be like, oh my God, Klay is out with another woman. You know what I'm saying? And with her saying it now, that saves her from saying it later when that does happen, so that she won't have to be like, oh, we've been done for months, this ain't tea. You know what I'm saying?
So
So don't
and
come
I'm,
here
I'm
telling
glad you
me
said
that
that.
she's out with anybody, because we're done. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm glad you said that because I want to ask the question of uh is there evidence that shows that he was cheating?
We don't know the details of anything. We only know what Megan has told us in that one post when she addressed it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
Exactly.
yeah.
So
So yeah.
um and so y'all probably gonna completely hate me on this. So it's no evidence that proves that Klay Thompson cheated at all. Maybe I just don't want to deal with you because I found out who you were. Like everybody wants to put this um idea of who Meg the Stallion is, but everybody forgets Meg the Stallion is completely for herself. And I'm not gonna be the individual that's gonna act like we forgot certain things. Like, so we didn't forget that she got shot in her hoof and evidence clearly can clearly prove that a man didn't do it, but this man is still going to jail for it.
Did
I'm waiting.
Wait, did she put him there?
She didn't put him there.
So why is that her
Uh,
fault?
wow. Yeah, I ain't gonna do the beggar ever thing. Because that's a disrespect to you. Um, I'm just saying, Meg is not the person that certain women think that she is. She is a very manipulative. What's the word I'm looking for? 'Cause I'm
Manipulative.
gonna laugh. Manipulative. She is a very manipulative individual.
Okay.
There's nowhere in the world people are. For me, I just don't understand how everybody's trying to make it seem like she's the victim.
How? Okay. What we're not gonna do is revisit the case, but how is she not the victim if she got shot?
How are you the victim when you initiated the onslaught of why you got shot?
Sir,
I'll say that again.
she is not going to be blamed for getting shot.
I'll say this again.
She's not. Like
Again,
there's
because
nothing that she did to deserve to be shot.
okay, again, I'll go through this again because men go off of logic, and
So
then
what do women go off of?
most
Emotion?
women come off of logic, but
Mhm.
for the most part, men come off of logic. So you got shot because of the actions that you did before of the situation. Like let's just keep it 100. When
What
everything
did she
came out,
do?
no,
Out of everything that came out, yes, out of everything that came out, what did she do to deserve to be shot that night?
she didn't do anything to deserve to be shot, but she got shot because of what she was doing. The whole thing in a nutshell, she was arguing with two people. She was arguing with two people
Uh-huh.
who was fucking each other.
Okay.
Like, and that was the reason why that shit popped off. And that didn't have nothing to do with Trey Songz because Trey Songz wasn't the one that pulled the trigger. And we can,
Yeah,
I
because Trey
always say
Songz
we can
wasn't
talk.
there. Trey Songz wasn't there.
Excuse me, not Trey Songz. I do apologize for that. Tory Lanez. Tory
Uh-huh.
Lanez did not pull the fucking trigger.
Uh,
And like we've already been through this before.
yeah, we
I've
we
said
said
this.
I just said we was not going to revisit this case. So this is my fault because after I said that, I went down the hole of revisiting the case. So this is my fault. I apologize.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that. But I'm saying she didn't and like no. Tory Lanez did not pull the trigger. Like this it's superior evidence that says that he didn't pull the trigger.
Yep. Out of 3 people that was there
Out of 3 people that was there,
that did not get shot, there's only 3 options. One person decided not to show up. One person decided not to say damn near anything. And one person didn't even take the stand and was there every day. So, yeah. Yeah. Out of all that. So, I don't know what you want me to say about this, but
I don't
you
want
know
you to
who
say
wasn't
anything.
you know who wasn't there and wasn't there at trial, wasn't there on the night of the incident was Klay Thompson. And that's actually who we're talking about. So
That's true. That's 100% true. But
yeah.
I'm just saying. Now, okay, let's just talk about Klay.
Uh, yep. Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
Klay.
Klay. Um, why are we mad at Klay for being an individual that was like, "Ooh, I wanna have a stab at Meg the Stallion. I ain't gonna make her my bitch, or excuse me, Because I want to be totally 100. Because I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I ain't trying to make her my wife. I just, I just want to be affiliated with her at one point.
Okay.
Why are we mad at that? Why are people being like, oh, I don't like what he did. I don't what like she got a rap sheet of bad karma.
So because she has a rap sheet of bad karma, she is not worthy to be loved.
I ain't saying she's not worthy of being loved,
Then
but
what
what I'm
are you
saying.
getting at?
So I was about to say, just listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
If Clay been there and it just don't pan out right, then it just don't pan out right. Okay, so let me put an example out there. So because I don't want to downplay Meg the Stallion, nor do I want to play or disrespect Clay Thompson for doing what he did. I'm just saying this. Put in the nutshell of, all right, you like a dude. Um, dude, he got some problems. He doing this over there, but you like this dude, so you rocking with this dude. All right, you heard some things about him, but you like, all right, whatever. I stand by my man. You know how most women do. Not all, but most women. I'll stand by my man. And then you realize he on some extra. Cool. I'll fall back. I ain't trying to do with the type of time he's on. Boom. Soon as you fall back on him, all of a sudden you the bad guy. Is it you the bad guy, or is you just don't want to live the life that this nigga is trying to live?
I don't think it's a fallback situation. Cause you're trying to dress it up and make it sound real nice. I don't think that's what it is though. It from what it sounds like, because people have been pulling his whole facts as well, and from what it sounds like is that he's a serial cheater, and he pretty much is just like on some, I'm not gonna be faithful, I'm not gonna be with one person. You either accept it and deal with it or you move on, and they ended their relationship. So
But
um
she should have known that from the flip, though.
and some people are making that argument that you should have known that, but what the problem is that you can't present yourself one way if that's really what you are on.
Okay, so
Get this
no,
person to fall in love with you and all this type of stuff, and then want to change the game. Because from what it looked like was that they were in a committed relationship, and because like they were to the point where they was about to buy a house together. So she's cooking for the family for Thanksgiving and all this type of stuff. If you're trying to have a harem, you wouldn't be buying a house with a lady. You wouldn't be having this said lady make food for you and your family on a family what's that called, holiday.
a
You
family house. Would
so
you not though?
why would you
Would
do
you?
all of that with a person that you, excuse me, that you're not trying to be in a committed relationship with? You know,
Again, would you not though? Like that's my
no,
thing. Is
you're not supposed to, you're not that's the problem, and that's where people had a game fucked up, because why are you putting yourself in a situation to be in a committed relationship or to have things perceived as if you are in a committed relationship if that's not how you truly want to live your life? If you're not trying to be in a committed relationship, don't. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head saying that you got to be. But don't present it as such to the person that is in this relationship with you if that's not what you want. And that's where
okay?
people be having the game fucked up.
So I will give you that, and I will raise you this.
Uh-huh.
Meg already knew that he had a relationship with Tory Lanez. So
Meg
when you
already knew
know,
that Clay had a relationship with Tory Lanez.
yes, you can
Okay.
look it up. This is the thing.
So they were cool.
They were cool.
All
So
right.
when you know that, like you should not put your eggs in the one basket when you know this nigga used to fuck with your op. Not only your op, the nigga that you was fucking with that you alleged shot you in the hoof.
No, Ashley.
So
Ashley's like, hold on. Talk about. Ashley said they gay.
no, they ain't gay. Like they were cool. They were friends.
Yeah, they was friends,
They
Ashley.
were friends, and you can look it up. They were friends already.
Okay, but they can be friends. They can be friends. Now, me personally, I know what road you're going down, and I'm with you down that road. If you are friend, if you have any type of relationship with him, past, present, or future, I'm not fucking with you. I get what you're
Exactly.
saying. I get what you're saying. However, I'm not gonna be mad at her for taking a chance on a man that at one point did have some type of relationship with him. And then furthermore, all these people are celebrities. They probably had a celebrity relationship, which ain't really that real. So maybe they were in the same, areas of one
I get what you're
another.
saying. I get what you're saying
You know, like
100%.
we don't necessarily know. But
But
whether you
I,
was
it,
whether you was with them or not,
before you
I'm
say
with
your
you.
butt, before you say your butt, cuzzo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my butt.
Okay.
I'm gonna 100% say ain't no way because when you a celebrity, that shit is so small, and that shit is so it's just like everybody hangs out with each other. I just don't want to be Eskimo brothers with a nigga at all with a bitch. Like I just won't never do that shit.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying. I do believe that Klay Thompson is on the same level because of who Klay Thompson is. Klay Thompson is a NBA champion. He's also a gold Olympian. Like you can look it up. This nigga won the gold, and he's also a lifetime ambassador of a brand. He and himself as a nutshell, regardless of Meg the Stallion, has a reputation that his people or his handlers are trying to upkeep. Like, ain't no way in the world they was gonna tell him to keep that shit up.
You talking about keep up his friendship with Tori
No, it's
or keep
relationship
his
with Meg.
relationship with Meg? Well,
Yeah,
then that's on him if he can't live his own life.
that
Because when it comes to
ain't got
affairs
nothing
like
to do
that,
with his life.
but when it comes to affairs of the heart, what you're not gonna do is dictate what I do. Now you can give your opinion because everybody has an opinion, but I can do whatever I want to with my life. Now, if I choose to listen to your opinion and take heed of that, that's one thing. If I choose to ignore it, that's another thing. But what you're not going to do is dictate what I do.
That I get you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight you with that.
And you're probably right. There probably was some people that was in his ear like, "Hey, bro, like this is one of the bitches that made WAP. You sure you want to associate with her?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it probably I'm sure somebody was in his ear saying some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna just put it in perspective that everybody that's listening to us can understand. Man and female. For man, I will say this. As a man, just imagine somebody that you hold closest to you as your dude tells you that I'm Eskimo brothers. All right, we Eskimo brothers. Like we fuck with the same bitch, except you decide to put a ring on it. That's gonna make you. That's gonna make any man look crazy. I don't give a fuck how you slice it. That's gonna make a man be like, I ain't saying you wrong for it because like you go through life and you like be man. Some niggas is able to be like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and they have a beautiful life with that person. For the most part, it don't work out that way. Like they start second guessing this woman, and they start saying, "Oh man, you about to, oh man, you ain't you being too much." Like, but at the same time, with a female, you can't do the same thing with a female, and I think that's what nobody's paying attention to. As excuse me, as far as Klay Thompson is concerned, is Klay Thompson been bagging a lot of women for a long time, and for the most part, he's been bagging a lot of females that Meg Thee Stallion knew already. That's why she went through the whole cheating allegation because she already knew he was banging he was banging women that she already knew about.
I
If
mean,
that makes sense to you. Because I always be like, let me clarify.
yeah. I mean, she could have known. She could have not known. We don't know what she knew. We don't know what she knew. But what we do know is what was presented to us and what was confirmed to us. You know what I'm saying? Um, and from what it sounds like to me was that he finally showed himself, his real self, and not his representative.
So he
You know
just
what I'm saying?
finally said, like, and real self, they're
His
like,
real self was on some. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be in a monogamous relationship. I want to do me. So, and I don't want to do this no more. I feel like that. I feel like because what it sounds like to me is that from what I've heard of him, because I could care less about knowing the ins and outs of him, but from what I've heard was that he is a serial cheater. And from what I heard was that he pretty much was saying, I'm done with being in a monogamous relationship. I want all the hoes. I'm
and you
paraphrasing, of course.
can't, I mean, and you can't be mad at that though.
No, you can be mad at that if that's what the type of time that you were on. Because from what she said in her post was that there was infidelity within the relationship. So if there was infidelity within the relationship, not only are you lying to me, but you were lying to yourself because you're trying to put on this facade that you want to have this monogamous relationship and that you're so in love and all this type of stuff. When in all actuality, you want all the hoes. And finally, you came to the realization that I want all the hoes. And let me let you know, unless you want to leave, I'm going to be here trying to get all the hoes.
So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you want to be in a monogamous, you can want to be in a monogamous relationship. Does that mean that the hoes don't quit calling?
No, it doesn't mean that the hoes quit calling, but what it means is that you quit answering when the hoes do call. You can
So what
only be in you can only be in control of you. You can't be in control of the hoes and what the hoes do, especially when you're a successful, popular athlete. The hoes are going to be there. Michael Jordan still get hoes and he's in his 60s. Like the
okay,
hoes is forever going to be there.
so
So,
because I
but
asked that
you got
answer.
to control what you do. You got to control what you do. I can't, like, I can't be worried about what the hoes doing because the hoes is gonna hoe. But what are you doing?
I asked that, and the only reason why I asked that is because I asked that with a grain of salt and say, like, when you put that out there and they keep doing it, and even when you don't respond, like, you don't respond to any of that. How is that, like, how is that my fault?
Nobody said it was your fault that the hoes is gonna hoe. Nobody said that that's your fault. What's
Okay.
your fault is how you respond to the hoe. That's when it's your fault. Like I said, I can't control what the hoes do because the hoe is gonna hoe. I can't control what you do, but I can control me getting mad at you for something that you do or getting mad at you for something that the hoes do. It makes no sense for me to get mad at you for something that the hoes do because the hoes is doing it, not you. If you're
Exactly.
blocking, if you're like, blocking them or saying, hey, you know, you're blocking them as they come. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, "Hey, I'm not on that type of time. I'm with my lady. I'm happy. I'm in love. I'm this, that, and the third. I'm not entertaining none of you." You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing. Power to you. But if you like, all right, where the
Why am I
house at?
blocking when I
As
don't even see
soon
these
as I
hoes?
turn around, as soon as I'm not in earshot, and you talking about where the hoes at, then that's a problem.
That I get.
Yeah.
But how am I blocking? Like if I'm just totally like I don't even in intertwine with that shit. Like I'm just off of that shit. Like how is that an issue where I'm trying to do anything else? Like, I don't even I don't. Speaking on like just being quite honest. Like some niggas don't even intertwine themselves with like direct message any of that with like social media or anything.
Right, right, and just
But
taking
like
it beyond
their
social
women
media.
will go into it. Their women will go into it, and they'll go through say, and they don't even know this is like 6 weeks ago, and
Yeah,
this nigga's never responded, and they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, you was trying to do this and this and this," and he like, "I didn't even know this bitch hit me."
that's something totally different, and that's not the type of time that I stated earlier when we were setting this scenario up. Because I said the hoes are gonna hoe. You ain't like you can turn off your DMs. You can't turn off your DMs. So, well, I guess you can. But if in the event you don't, because anybody can hit your DM, but it all depends on what you do with said DM. That's where I'm coming at it. Now there are some women that are gonna, be tripping about you even getting a DM, which is ridiculous because again, you can't control what somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can only control what you do. So when you're presented with a dirty Diana, how are you gonna act?
I guess so. So
Which
that's what I'm
is
saying.
just,
Now I get, and so that's what I'm saying. And at that moment, it's like, why? Like, is a man at fault for that? Where he just like really just be
he's not
like,
at fault. He's not at fault for receiving DMs. He's not at fault for a groupie coming at him however they come at him. He's at fault for his response. That's where
again,
the problem lies. There's no
oh,
again.
and now it is again because if I respond to anything like that, this person or this groupie does, I'm automatically wrong.
How you
How?
respond. It's how you respond.
How? How are you actually saying is how you respond? I'm saying if you don't respond. Like, but either way, yes, you are in control of you. So how you respond, whether you respond with a non-response or whether you respond with I'm cool, I'm with my lady, please don't, whatever the case.
So
How
okay,
is How
Hold
is
on, hold on, because I just want to be quite fair.
that?
What if it's I don't respond at all, but it's there? So it's like you'll get that conversation of, oh, you just gonna let her just say that to you, and you're not gonna say nothing at all? No,
Well, somebody
no.
nitpicking like that
What
is
the
on
fuck
some
do
other
I
type of
want to?
time.
What the fuck do I want to say something to her for?
But no. Somebody that's nitpicking like that is on some other type of time. Ashley just said delete it. I don't feel like you should delete it because like if we get into the point where I'm checking DMs, if you're erasing something, it's gonna look like you're guilty. So don't erase it.
Exactly.
Leave the shit there.
Exactly.
Leave it there. Leave it there. Don't erase shit. Leave it all there.
Exactly.
That's me. That's
That's
me.
my whole
Leave
thing.
it out there.
I'm
Leave
the
it all
same
there.
way. I'm the same way. And so when I get well, why didn't you say anything? Because no, I'm not responding to this shit at all.
Right. Don't entertain it. That's like I feel like a no response is a response. But as a person that has a lot of people saying a bunch of things on several of my accounts, sometimes people take a non-answer and continue to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe some people do need to hear it straight up. Hey, you know what? Thank you, but no thanks. You ain't got to get disrespectful. You ain't got to say no whole paragraph. You can say thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, I just don't
And then
say
leave
nothing at
the shit
all.
there. You know, you can say nothing at all. Like
I don't
I,
say nothing at all. And then
there's
it
a lot of
turns
times where
into
I say nothing at all, but in the same breath, like I just said, sometimes a non-response is people take that as, oh, I guess you didn't hear me, so let me say it again, and you'll continually get messages, which is so weird to me, but whatevs. But
right.
if
Me and you on the same level, cause
yeah,
I just
but
like if I don't
if
say
you
nothing to you, why are you doing? Why are you continuing to do anything? And then it'll turn around and be that kind of like, you know, well, why is this person doing this and doing this? And I'm like, I don't got no control over that shit.
right, you don't have control over what people send you, but you have control over what you do when you get it.
Again, I get what you're saying, but it's nothing.
What you mean it's nothing?
It's like it's not no response. Like if
Yeah.
it's no response, why don't you just be like, all right. So my thing is, I'm an open book. I'm not being. I would never be that kind and not being on no extra. I've learned because I went through that whole phase of, hey man, I ain't nigga get off my shit. Like, why do you need this and why do you need this? Like, nah. At this point, like access codes and all that shit, that's easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't even go through that no more. I just be like, man, what did you look at? Well, I looked at this and I looked at that. I'm like, okay, so well, I'm just saying why is it still there? I don't have no time to be fucking with it. Hey,
Yeah.
if you feel that way, because you have full access, why don't you like if you feel like it need to be deleted, then you do that. Because I'm not
Yeah.
even fucking with it no more. I,
Right.
I I'm
Right.
not
Right. I
I'm
get
not
I get
even
what
that.
you're saying. I get what you're saying, and I'm with you. I'm with you in regards to leaving it there because that's my whole thing. Leave the shit there. Some people be like, "Oh, delete it." Like Ashley just said, delete it. But my thing is, when it comes to deletion, is that whoever is sending this shit, and whether you responded or not, they can manipulate it or whatever the case may be and be like, see, this is what happened, whoopty whoop, blase blah. And it looks suspicious because you deleted it. So we don't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So leave that shit there. Don't touch that shit. Let that shit alone. None of that shit. And if somebody want to see it and they see it, then you see that you ain't fucking with it.
And that's how I do.
Or if you did fuck with it, you have respectfully declined.
Exactly. That's how I do.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I do. So when it gets to those arguments about I should have did this or should have did that, I don't have to do anything. You read what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we even going through this? At this point, just go ahead and just if you feel like, oh man, I'm gonna ask this shit because you know I'm not gonna respond to this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So like just go you block go ahead. You got access to my phone. You block her. I'm not about to do it. I ain't got no
Yeah. Ashley said that she would block him. She said that she would block him for you.
Yeah,
and that's what some people are on. And that's fine if that's what you own, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, you can see everything. I ain't gonna block you because you looking at my shit and you want to look at it, keep looking at it.
Exactly. So that's my thing. Like I ain't like whatever it is, this is full access to you. Not only do you got full access to my phone, you got full access to my son's phone. My son's phone and my phone are acclimated to each other. So whatever pops up on this bitch pops on his bitch. So like, man, you know I'm not on that shit. So and you do whatever you do at this point.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be opposed to her going through the list saying, okay, you need to block this one, this one, this one, this one.
They ain't got time to do none of that shit. Like I'm
saying you wouldn't be opposed to her going through your shit saying, I'm about to block this one, this one, this one, this one.
No, I don't. Like that's you. Like if that's what you need, if that's what you need to do to make yourself feel secure, then go ahead and do that. At the same time, I will ask the question of, why, what, or excuse me, not why, or what have I done to make you feel insecure that you have to block people?
And that's where I was about to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a bigger issue. If I can't trust you enough to where you have to have me block people, then that's a bigger situation that's going on within amongst y'all. That we kind of need to have a conversation about.
Exactly.
So, and if there has been something that has happened, then it will fall on you to make her feel secure. Does that make sense?
No, I completely agree.
I thought you was frozen. I was like, okay.
No, I completely agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I just, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, you got to go through those things where you have to, like, if you on that type of time, like, what have I done to make you think that I'm going to be on some extra? And if you believe that I'm going to be on some extra, why are you here?
I mean, it could also be that she just is real skeptical because everybody be on this this Jedi mind trick type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's another situation where y'all gonna have to have a conversation about what's going on amongst y'all two. And it's bigger than just a little DM.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's a disclaimer. This has nothing to do with me. Like,
right.
Like this has nothing to do. I don't want nobody to believe like there's anything going on between me and my lady. Like it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
These are things that I'm talking about that has happened in the past. Me and the lady that I have now, we're 100% secure with each other. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, it is certain things.
This ain't a therapy session. We good.
Yeah, this ain't a therapy session. But these are things that I always tell people, like, be mindful of. It's like, why would you even put yourself in certain situations where it is always a backlash of why is this person and this person and this person doing this and doing this? You have no control. You as a human being, none of us are. I know everybody has this main character syndrome, but none of us have control of what people say or do in anybody's DM or instant messenger. You don't have no control over that.
Yeah.
Should you check it? 100%. You check it right then and there. If they continue to do that, that's them. It's on you. If you want to block it, you can block it. But I don't do that because I know, just to be quite honest, if I start erasing messages, it's gonna make the person I'm with start asking unneeded questions.
Yeah.
So I don't even go through that. So I just be like, you seen what it was. You seen that. What did I say? Oh, well, you didn't say nothing at all. Okay. Well, just end it right there. So if you want to block her, go ahead. You do your thing.
Yeah. Right.
I ain't about to be on that. I don't have no time to be dealing with that. Like, I got like and I know that and for most people, that probably sounds weird or sounds like, are you trying to do anything extra? But I got a son to raise. I ain't last thing I need to do is worry about a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's just being quite honest.
Yeah.
I got a son to raise.
Right. Right. But some people don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because the Meg and Clay situation.
Right.
Ain't no kids involved, but you know, Clay's just like, I don't care what we was building. At the end of the day, I want all the hoes. And
Ain't nothing
Meg,
wrong with that.
it it is and it
Ain't
ain't.
nothing
It ain't
wrong
it
with
is
that.
and it ain't. It is and it ain't because it sounds like that's the type of time that he's been on with all his women. And you need to just come to the realization that that's the type of time that you on, instead of having your representative here for this whole relationship, when in all actuality you want all the hoes. You don't really want a relationship. You don't want a monogamous one at that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, your representative has been here this whole time, and you let me fall in love with your representative, and now all of a sudden you on some I want all the hoes type of shit, and that ain't the type of shit that I'm on. So now you didn't broke my motherfucking heart. That's not cool.
That ain't cool.
You know what I'm saying? That is
That
not cool
ain't cool.
at all. Because you knew that shit. You been knowing that shit. You been knowing that shit. So no, that's not okay. That's not okay. People need to quit playing with people's time. People need to quit playing with people's lives. People need to quit playing with people's everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'll give you that, and I'll raise you this. What do I know you from? And what do I know you
me
from?
as an entertainer.
I know you from not only being an entertainer, but I know you from the people that my male counterparts that hung out with you, and it is what it is, did what they did with you.
So what does that have to do with it?
We can't act like that doesn't state a real president when it comes to how he was going to treat her moving forward. Did we think that he was going to last long with her? Fuck no.
But why
I
not?
knew they was going to break up. I knew Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson was going to break up.
Why
This
did
ain't
you know that?
motherfucking Grant Hill and what's old girl's name? Shit. Uh, what was the girl that made the song with Fabulous? I
Which
really
song?
like what you
Oh, you talking about
do. I
Ashanti or
can't
Tamia?
really no Tamia.
Tamia.
Like this ain't gonna be Grant Hill Tamia.
Who? Grant Hill and Tamia? This ain't Grant Hill and Tamia. Got it.
Yeah, this ain't. You already knew what it was gonna be. She already had too many bodies.
Well, we don't know what kind of bodies Tamia got.
We don't know that, but we
And
know what
furthermore,
made. Look, I get you. I 100% understand what you're saying, but I'm saying we know what Meg got already.
we
So
don't know because we don't know if Meg fucked everybody who she has been associated with. For one, or
okay,
two,
so we
or
we we
two.
know from her own words and from niggas' own words is they hit already.
So niggas don't lie on they dick,
I ain't saying niggas don't lie on their dick, but
right?
she never corrected niggas. When have you ever heard her correct them?
When have you ever heard her acknowledge them?
No. Let's keep it
She don't
100.
do neither
What is,
one. She don't do neither one. So she ain't about to start now.
so she never corrected them niggas
She don't acknowledge them either.
because you don't see that's that double standard.
No, it
Because
ain't no double standard. She's in the middle. She don't do neither one of them. You can't expect for her to do one and not the other. Come on now.
so if a nigga got a big back ass baby mama and he say I ain't never fucked her, but kids prove that you fucked her, you gonna be like, oh nah, that's my man. I'm gonna stick by it.
That literally makes sense to nobody.
No, it does. It makes sense to everybody because the thing with Meg the Stallion is she acts like her fucking doesn't happen.
Who said that it doesn't happen?
She acts like okay. So
She has never acted like she don't be fucking. What are you talking about? Like what?
okay, so let's just do the whole thing. Did she first her first interview? Did she say she never had sexual relations with Tory Lanez?
She never said that she did either. She got asked a question and she lied. We get it.
And she lied.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. She lied already. Niggas lied too.
What? Already?
She lied. So that means
You sound like what's the DJ name out in New York? What's the dude name with the high pitched voice that was on Hot Number 7, Hot 97?
it's too many DJs, so I don't know.
No. That was on the radio. The one that had the beef with Charlemagne, and he was on Hot 97. The dark, ugly dude that had the lipo.
Ah, shit. I know what you're talking about.
You sound like him. He lied.
She lied already. Like, let's not do that. She already put that lie. She already lied. So that means anything else is flawed. She lied.
Name one person that has never lied in their life. And I'm gonna name a liar. I'm gonna name a liar.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
so because she lied one time. So because she lied one time in an interview, she's a liar.
In a case, in a real case that will send a man to jail.
In an interview. She lied in an interview. She
During
didn't lie on
a
the
case.
stand. And the trial hadn't even started.
Okay. So, you know what?
You want to know who lied on the stand? You want to know who lied on the stand?
Who?
Little Kim. Little Kim lied on the stand and she got a perjury charge and she ended up doing a year for it. So what's the point? So are we vilifying her because she told the truth on the stand and lied in an interview?
No.
So what's your point?
What we're doing is saying she lied about niggas she fucking.
Who cares?
So you just put the whole Lil Kim shit up. Lil
No,
Kim
because
could do some real shit.
it's actually worse to lie on the stand. It's actually worse to lie on the stand than in an interview. And name me one celebrity that hasn't lied in an interview, and I'm gonna name you a bunch of liars.
Not saying that. We're talking about a person that lied in order for someone to actually serve time.
Lying
And I'm
in
not
an
saying,
interview about fucking does not make somebody go to jail.
but that's what she did.
She did
Hold on, before you go crazy, I'm saying she lied about someone that she was fucking, and he actually is serving jail time.
I don't think she lied on the stand.
Yes, she did, because she knows off the flip that Tory Lanez did not shoot her.
She said on the stand,
And she lied.
no, she did not. No, she did
Okay.
not.
Okay. All
She
right.
said
All right.
on
All
the
right.
stand her back was turned, and when she turned around after being shot, he was the one holding the gun. That's what she said on the stand. That's
Okay.
actually what she said on the stand. So was she an eyewitness to who shot her? Technically, no, because we don't know. It could have been that homegirl shot her and he grabbed the gun from her, or it could have been in fact him. But what she said on that stand was her back was turned. She got shot. She turned around. He had the gun.
She also said she never had a sexual relationship with him.
She did not say that on the stand, though.
She said that in public media. So we can talk about the stand, but we can talk about
It only
public media.
matters on the stand.
Nah, the stand and the judicial system stands for one thing. Public media also stands for another. If someone shuns you in the public media, guess what happens to you in the judicial system? You get shunned.
Name me one person that believed her when she told that lie.
The
And I'm going to name you
world,
a liar.
the world,
The world did not believe her
because
when
that
she said
nigga's still in jail right now.
when she said that to Gayle King. She did not believe it when it came out her mouth. Gayle did not believe it when she heard it. The cast and crew did not believe it. Craft services didn't believe it. The public didn't believe it. Nobody believed that lie. But
You
when she
saying
got
that?
on the stand, she told the truth. When she got on the stand, she told the truth.
Is that nigga out in public right now?
Because he did it. He did it.
Whoa.
He
What?
is convicted for the crime. So unless you can come up with new evidence that proves otherwise, he did it.
Okay. We ain't gonna.
We are not talking about this trial that happened years ago.
Yeah, we're talking about the scum that Meg the Stallion is.
Lord. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna conclude with talking about Meg Klay. Klay is trash. Keep your head up, Meg.
How's Klay trash though?
Because you don't do that to nobody. You knew from the jump you wanted to be out here laying it low and spreading it wide, and you let your representative come out here and be in a relationship with that girl. You let your representative make that girl fall in love with the representative, and then all of a sudden the real you want to show up.
What
Yeah.
the
Because you up here talking about that you want to be in a relationship, you want to do this and you want to do that, when in all actuality, what you want to do is be where the hoes at.
Okay, time out. Let's just say this. Whatever you believe, or whatever any woman believes, let's just say this. This is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is what? He is a NBA champion. He is an Olympic gold medalist. He is a first-time Hall of Famer. He is a splash brother. Why is he not splashing bitches? Like what? Like, why are we making it seem like he did so wrong to Meg the Stallion? Like,
he did. I have repeated this profusely throughout this conversation. If you want to be where the hoes at, be where the hoes at.
And that's exactly where it was.
What you wanted to do. You knew that's what you wanted to do because you've been doing it. So quit acting like you want to be in a monogamous relationship when you don't.
That's exactly where he was. He was exactly where he was. He wanted to be around the hoes, so he was fucking with Meg the Stallion because she's a hoe.
Why does she gotta be a hoe?
Because evidence proves she is.
What evidence proves she is? What evidence? She's fucked with a handful of celebrity. If we're gonna talk about
a handful
of celebrities making a hoe.
You want to talk a handful?
How many people she been with?
She fucked with a mass of niggas.
It ain't been no mass of niggas. Stop it. Because unless you been there every time she didn't fuck a nigga, stop it.
So you mean to tell me that the niggas that you got on record, because it's more than 5 niggas she got on record.
So?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
It's more than 5 niggas she got on record. Do you mean she don't got underhanded niggas too?
Do you mean what?
Did she have underhanded niggas too? Like niggas on the like in the background that was knocking that shit off? Like you don't believe that?
Whether she has or hasn't, like we would never know.
Oh, it's cool, but she's still a whore.
Oh my God. But you can only count who you know. That can be a zero amount or an infinite number on people that we don't know. And that goes for everybody. But the difference is that she has messed with celebrities, and the average chick on the street has messed with a bunch of people that you don't know. But that doesn't mean that Meg is a whore because we actually can put a face to her numbers.
Okay, I'll give you that. And I'll rate you this.
And how many people that we can put a face to the number? It's been it's only been under 10. So under 10, if we can only go off of what we know, it's been under 10. So under 10 makes you a whore now?
It's been under 10?
It's been under 10. Come on now. It's been under 10.
Even if it was under 10, I will say this. You decided to turn around and because I'm only going to go off of Tory Lanez and Klay Thompson. These are friends. She smashed friends.
And niggas smash sisters. So what's your point?
Why?
We see on Love and Hip Hop Miami how Trick Daddy smashed his ex and married her sister.
So the problem with that is, and so and the thing that I've raised you with is this: we go through this whole assumption of a woman has the same regards of a man. Like that don't happen for real. That don't happen at all. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying
it's a
is,
double standard.
it's a completely double standard, and you know that shit. It's a completely double
But
standard.
that don't make it right, and that don't mean you should perpetuate it.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying that when you do that, you are automatically gonna get shunned when you do the same shit that you think a nigga do.
But that don't mean that you should perpetuate it.
I ain't saying you supposed to, but when you do it, you get shunned because you can't do the same thing a nigga doing. You can't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry for any woman that woman that's listening to me, or any transgender anybody. Like you cannot do that. You cannot do the same thing that a man is doing. If a man says, "Hey, I like this person and I was rocking with this person, but then I decided to sleep with that sister, excuse me." Um, if you turn around and think you're gonna do the same thing, you're gonna get shunned. You're gonna get talked about bad. Like that's just what it is. It's like it is no ifs, ands, or way or buts about it. It is a double standard when it comes to women and men. It just is what it is.
Okay. So now that we acknowledge the fact that there is a double standard, now what?
Now that we acknowledge the fact that it's a double standard, Klay is never going to be put in a down slope of whatever it is that people are trying to put him through. We're saying like what she said he cheated. Like no, like shit. His homeboy. His homeboy hit first. His homeboy was Tory Lanez. So he wasn't doing nothing with bagging the bitch and let him bag the bitch.
What are you talking about? Let them bag it. It wasn't just a sexual thing. They was in a full-fledged relationship.
She still let him bag on top of knowing that you know the dude that I sent to jail. So it's one of those things. It's like, okay, so I want to make this make sense. So I want to bring it full circle.
Okay.
So just imagine you being with somebody who, you know, either shot a previous nigga you was fucking with, or was fucking with a nigga you was beefing with. You ain't never get a chance to like reconcile this shit. But you was like, ooh, I got one up on you because I got your bitch now. This the same equivalent.
If they was beefing, that would be something worse.
I'm not saying beefing. I'm just saying it's the same equivalent now of we Eskimo brothers. Like, you know, we didn't touch the same type of pussy. It's what I'm saying. Like, when you get to the point where you niggas become Eskimo brothers, like this shit don't that like all the other extra shit don't even mean nothing no more. Cause y'all Eskimo brothers, y'all didn't fuck the same bitch. Y'all done fucked the same bride. Y'all done been on the same type. Even if you doing this over here and he's doing this over there, y'all connection is y'all both then like, you know, again, it's Eskimo brothers. We didn't fuck the same bitch.
Okay.
Like
I
you
don't
can't make
understand your point.
like you can't turn it around and be and make it seem like either one of them is wrong, but you can't make it seem like she's right at the same time. Like, cause ain't no it, and at the end of the day, ain't no if is or buts about it. She ain't right about that.
So she ain't right for messing with him because he was friends with Tori.
No, she ain't right about it. Cause she
Okay,
knew
but
that.
how about Klay ain't right for messing with her because for one, he didn't want to be in a monogamous relationship, and for two, she messed with his friend.
How about Klay wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, not with her?
How about he did not? Because if he did, he would have. He is, from what I understand, is that he has never been in a monogamous relationship. And apparently this is his MO. Like apparently he gets into these relationships and he cheats. That's what he does. Cause he was with Coco Jones apparently and cheated on her and broke her heart.
Again, he wants to be in a monogamous relationship. It ain't just it just not with the women that he's choosing. Like we've all done been there. Like shit, half of us have daddies that went through the same shit. We have daddies that got we got brothers over here, we got sisters over here, we got all this, and then they found one woman and they was like, I'm cool with. And I'm not saying like, hey, this is what man's supposed to do, but at the same time, I'm like, with the reputation that Meg got, like nah, like
No.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Klay for doing what he did. I'm not. I 100% is. I'm not mad at Klay for being that kind and being in a relationship with her, but also fucking other bitches. Cause like, why? Like, you not like just to be quite fair. Like, man, you set a nigga up. You set a nigga to go to jail. Like, I ain't putting the stock into that. I'm just fucking. I'm just fucking you at this point.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that. Because we have spent entirely too much time on this. But this is the discourse that's been going on with this story. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
This is literally the discourse. And this is why we even talking about it, because I don't care about them being in a relationship or not. It was just the discourse that's just making it so bad. But shout out to Meg. Hopefully she'll find the right one soon so she can quit kissing all these damn frogs.
She won't. She won't.
Damn.
Meg Thee Stallion would never find, until she's an older woman, she will never find a man that is truly gonna lock her down unless she finds a man that is beneath her. And the reason why I say that is because Meg Thee Stallion has and she has a enormous wealth. I think right now she's worth $40 million. Anybody that's worth $40 million as a man or above $40 million is not gonna wife her just because of the reputation that she has. She has a reputation of she's gonna fuck whatever. And like most men, I ain't gonna say all, but most men with money, because I'm pretty sure you've heard this with anybody, with a lot of people. Most of these niggas that got money is insecure as fuck. Most of these niggas is bitch ass niggas. It ain't too many real ass niggas with a lot of money.
I agree.
And they ain't gonna find, and like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of them ain't gonna be that kind with her.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Like none of them gonna be like, oh, I'll lay the line down. Like, nah, ain't man, half these niggas is soft. I say this all the time. Like, Shit, most of these niggas with money is bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
We didn't surpass that level of and I hate to say that, but it's the honest to God truth. We didn't surpass the level of niggas that got millions that is real niggas. Most of these niggas then told already. You know what I'm saying? These niggas that corroborated with the feds, like, but they cool because they got money and don't nobody say shit to them.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Like, yeah, unless you're an athlete, and when you're an athlete, you naive. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You just getting bitches because you got money now. Like, man, that shit weird. It's just a whole weird conundrum. I grew up in an era where like niggas really had money on their own without playing a sport or selling dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
People
these
did.
are the two options
People
that
did
you got right now.
that. People did do that, but you
Yeah.
know, it is what it is. But you know what? Shout out to them. So, moving on to our last subject. Ashley, would you like to partake?
Sure.
So, the last subject is Michael Jackson movie. So, I have had the pleasure of seeing the movie, and Lily has not. Um and there has been a whole lot of discourse about this movie, from what was portrayed on screen, what wasn't portrayed on screen, how people felt about it, what they told, the story that they told, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, people are not really acknowledging the fact that this story is about the biggest entertainer, period. I don't think there's nobody that's bigger than Michael Jackson. So a lot of his life has been for public consumption. And there's a whole lot that has been told about his life, along with a whole lot that hasn't been told about his life. And it's hard to fit that in to a movie. Um, we had the Jackson's American Dream that came out in 92, and that was about the family, and it was a mini series. And people are like really trying to compare the two, like it's the same, and it's not. It's not. This movie is specifically about Michael, and although Michael was still a huge star back then, and was the biggest star to come out of the family, that miniseries was about the family. So when people try to compare the two and say, "Hey, we barely got anything out of the brothers and this, that, and the third," well, we wasn't supposed to, because guess what? It's a movie about Michael. Um,
Well, it's a part two.
it is a
Anyway,
part two.
this is a double movie.
Yeah. So there is a part two that was greenlit, and they did say that like a third of the movie was already shot. Now, let's back up for a second, because they started this movie years ago. And the movie was already shot and in post production. Like they already turned in the director's cut. And then they were told that certain parts of his life cannot be portrayed in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, they had to go back and completely redo the third act, and also do a bunch of reshoots for the other parts of the movie, so that the movie would flow to where they stopped. They ended up stopping in 1988. They glossed over a lot of shit, and then they didn't talk about a lot of shit. There were certain people that just completely said, Absolutely not. I will not comply. I will not be a part of this movie. Diana Ross, Janet Jackson, Reby, Randy, um, those people are not portrayed in the movie because they completely did not want no parts of the movie. No, that was Gladys Knight. So yeah. Um and there's been a bunch of speculation about why certain people opted not to be a part of the movie. Um I saw a video where they were alluding to Diana Ross grooming Michael and Diana Ross breaking Michael's heart. And um they brought I mean they made a good stance on why this occurred. But excuse me, I mean we'll never know because if Michael's not here and if Diana ain't saying, it ain't gonna get told. So
Right.
yeah. Um but yeah. Diana's nowhere mentioned. Janet, Reby. I could have swore I saw Randy, but apparently some people are saying he wasn't in there either. So I don't know whether we saw him or not. I don't know. But
I
yeah.
don't know. What I will say is, like, Tracy Ellis Ross, um, is a beautiful woman, but her little brother, I don't know. Like, I won't say that's Michael's son, but I will say, like, as I get like Diana Ross, like, you know what I'm saying? She like white pink too. But like, I don't know. It's almost uncanny.
Yeah. That is a rumor that's out right now. They're saying that Evan is Michael's son. But um yeah, the side by side picture what that they did of Michael and Evan, I mean, they look like they're related. Now I wouldn't necessarily go as far
Yeah.
as father and son, but they look like they might be like, third cousin or something, you know.
Nah, ain't no third cousin. They definitely look like they related. Like we
Right,
can
they're
stop
definitely going to the family
the cat.
reunion.
We can stop the cat.
They're definitely going to be at the same family reunion.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I mean, like I said, we'll never know. And at the end of the day, as far as we know, Evan is mixed. So, but yeah,
Yeah, but we can still pull up old pictures of Mike and Evan, and it's uncanny.
yeah,
He just don't have a big ass nose.
yeah, right, right. But I mean, he could have took after his mom, you know.
Exactly.
So we can't. But the crazy part about that is that like everybody got that nose. Like literally all the siblings got that daddy nose. So, but we don't know whose genes will be stronger. Shit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they been married. So, so yeah. So
You
yeah.
know, they definitely used to be an Eskimo brothers.
You said what?
They used to be an Eskimo brothers because we ain't gonna act like the man that is playing Michael Jackson is not an Eskimo brother to some of
Yeah.
his
So that's another that I mean, of course, this
some of
family
his
got a whole lot of salacious real shit going on that they really did
yeah.
not need to make up a bunch of fake shit about the family. But yeah, so Randy, Randy had a baby mama that he had 3 kids with. Then said baby mama ended up getting with Jermaine. Jermaine ended up marrying her and had 2 kids. One of them is Jafar. And then Your Majesty is the other one. So Randy's 3 kids and Jermaine and 2 of Jermaine's kids are half siblings and half cousins. So I wonder.
Yeah, all these niggas brother cousins.
Yeah. So I was thinking this actually on the ride here. I wonder how that would work. Like what supersedes the other? Like if you were to be introducing, hey, this is my cousin. Hey, this is my brother.
Brother supersedes cousin.
Brother
Yeah, brothers.
cousin.
Yeah.
So actually,
brothers outweigh everything. Brother, they brothers.
Yeah, because I'm just like, what would supersede? You know what I'm saying? So, so like when you do your history and like with the doctor, and they be like, "Hey, has anybody ever had this in my family?" Well, my brother, who's actually my cousin, and my brother, like,
yeah.
You ain't gotta do all that. You just say my brother.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing that they say though.
I know, right? I mean, it's so wild. It's so wild. Like, they fuck them kids for real. But yeah. So I actually love the movie. I thought they did a great job with what they had. There's a lot that I have learned because I mean, the average person knows a lot about Michael Jackson. And then a super fan knows a whole hell of a lot, but there's not one person that knows every single thing, I don't believe.
No.
But the movie initially was like over 3 hours, but they ended up cutting an hour off of it. And when they redid it. So it was a couple of montages where they had to go through a lot of things. One of the feelings that I walked away from, I was just like, I don't want Joe to be the villain. Like we've been told for decades, excuse me, that Joe is the villain of the family. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, because I walked away like I don't want him to be the villain. And then what they showed, first off, the movie is PG-13. So I assume that was on purpose for it to be PG-13. But what they showed us was one whooping and then one assumption that was about to happen.
I think they made it pretty clear what his place was as the father. I think they made it pretty clear that he was going to whoop their ass if he needed to.
If he needed to. I'm not saying that he wasn't going to whoop their ass. What I'm saying is what they have been claiming and pushing down our throats for decades is that he abused them kids. What we saw was him disciplining the kids.
But I think they still portrayed it like he did too much. He took too far, because even Nina's role,
Nia
role,
the mom,
she even was like, okay, this is enough. You ain't going.
She did that talking about adult Michael. And any mother,
and that's even worse,
right? Exactly. But what I'm saying is that whether he disciplined them or abused them, any mother will tell the father, "You're not going to whoop your adult child." Any mother will say that,
and that's abuse. Like,
no, what abuse? This is me. What abuse is if I tell you to go get me a cup of water and you bring me back a mug of water and I say, "This isn't a cup," that's abuse. But if I tell you to do something and you talk back to me and I whoop you for talking back to me, that's discipline.
But
That's what we saw.
they made it like it was more so on Michael. Like the other ones wasn't getting that type.
We were watching a movie about Michael.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. So yes, we're not gonna watch a movie about Michael and see the family get beat. We're not gonna do that. Now, the Jacksons' American Dream, which a lot of people are comparing it to, which is unfair. The Jacksons' American Dream was about the Jacksons, and what did we see first and foremost was Tito getting a whooping because Tito broke the strings on the guitar that his father owned and told them not to touch.
But it was more than it was. It was a control thing, and that's.
I'm not saying that he wasn't controlling. I'm not saying that he wasn't controlling, but what I'm saying is that he didn't beat them kids. I'm saying he whooped them kids, and he whooped them for a reason. That's what I'm saying.
So I'll jump in. I'll just say it is purely off what we're talking about is submission. Um, and which for me, I'm not mad at Joe Jackson because your kids are supposed to be naturally afraid of you. And so I'm not saying everything he did was right, but at the same time, your kids are naturally supposed to be afraid of you. Like, I would, and this is just the honest to God truth. Like, in any given situation that I do with my son, if anybody says my name, I want my son to be like, "Oh shit, daddy coming," because I want that. I want you to know, like, it ain't a like I'm always have your back off the flip, but I want you to have that natural fear of like your daddy don't be on no bullshit.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing though, because a lot of people have different ideologies when it comes to disciplining the child, right? Now, if we're talking about the legalities of it all, I know this because I had to go to an actual class talking about this. In Missouri, the law is when it comes to physically disciplining your child, it's one open hand smack to the bottom. One. That's the law. Now, if that's the law, then technically we all been abused around this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we're gonna go there as far as the law is concerned. However,
one an occurrence or one
one in life. Right. I'm gonna use my one because you got me fucked up right now.
2 hours later, you done fucked up again. Now I gotta hit your ass again. Like what is it?
Man,
I'm gonna use my one your whole life because you did it this time.
You know the funny part, all of that is 100% right though.
Yeah, like no, it's not one per life. No, it's one per situation.
That could be a lot of slack shit. In one damn day, shit. You know how bad it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's the unfortunately and fortunately, that's the law. But what they showed us in the movie was that he whooped him for talking back, which a lot of us got whooped for talking back. So and then, and then another thing, it's a cultural thing as well. What I feel has happened in real life was that he disciplined them kids. It may have looked like a lot because it's a lot of fucking kids. So he may have been handed out a bunch of whoopings. You know what I'm saying? But what I feel is that when them kids got around them white folks and them white folks found out that he was whooping them kids, they called it abuse and they ran with it. That's how I feel. Now, whoever want to feel how they feel is how they feel. But I personally don't really believe that he was in there abusing them kids. I really don't. Now, as far as like him being like a drive horse and wanting them to be perfect and all this kind of stuff, you can feel however you feel about that and have your opinions about that. He could have taken that too far.
What did he take that money?
He was their manager.
And they wasn't seeing their money.
I've never heard them not seeing their money. That I've never
I
heard.
thought they said that in the movie.
No, he was making money. He was making money, but I never heard of him stealing money. So, yeah. Yeah, I never heard that part. Now, yeah. But I mean, as far as him being like extremely ridiculous as far as like his work ethic with them, that's up for debate. But in the same breath, I mean, he saw perfection in his kids and he wanted them to get there. Like you can make that argument as well.
But Michael, he's saying where Michael wanted to dip out.
Yeah. Michael wanted to dip and he kept him for years because he didn't really dip until after Thriller, which is wild. Now that's another thing as well. We saw, because I mean, people our age and younger wasn't either we either wasn't around or we was too young to comprehend what was going on. But we didn't I didn't really put into perspective that, or it didn't dawn on me that we didn't get a Thriller tour. You know what I'm saying? Like this is still the biggest album to date in the world, and there was never a tour. But instead, they got a victory tour, which was all of them. Like that's wild. Yes,
Oh, wow.
Thriller came out in '82. The victory tour was '84. They never did a Thriller tour. Never did a Thriller tour. Now that was wild to me. But but yeah, I feel like as far as storytelling is concerned, I feel like it was a great story. It but for legalities and for time restraint and all that kind of stuff, they had to, breeze through certain parts. They had to not acknowledge certain parts. And I feel like there's a lot of people that's just being extremely critical of that fact. A lot of people are criticizing it because they were too light on Joe. But then also we're talking about a person that's no longer on this earth and his children that experienced him firsthand are EPs.
Yeah, they the ones that had him portrayed the way
Yeah. So they could have
made him meaner.
They could exactly. They could have made him meaner. They could have made him nicer. They could have had their say so in regards to how he was portrayed. Just like they had their say so in how he was portrayed in Jackson's American Dream. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's a lot of criticism when it comes to this movie, but as far as a movie as a whole, just what is that?
Oh, your audio messed up, cause
Lily.
you sound like Thriller right now.
Wow. But yeah, so as far as the movie is concerned, I just really feel like go to the movie and see for yourself, and enjoy it yourself. And if for nothing else, the performances are great. But yeah, just go to the movie and see for yourself. So yeah, that is it. I guess we're not gonna get a Jerry's final thought this evening, but yeah, that would be episode 197 of the Ish We Talk. So we will see you guys for episode 198. Bye.